Hello again. Let's get into the Instant Farmer, chapter number 26. Ken hurried back to his apartment. He went straight for the seeds. He knows what he must do. He knows that he is not a farmer and that he needs to focus on his career. He took the time to clear his head. He is no longer afraid of farming or not farming. Ken puts the box of seeds in a plastic bag, along with whatever fruit was grown. Even the juice must go. Ken wants his apartment to be free again. 2 large garbage bags are full. Ken quietly exits his apartment, and the decision has been made. It was ridiculous to even think about farming, not to mention the magic aspect of the seeds. Ken wants his life back. Ken carries the 2 bags out of the elevator and into the lobby. They are on their way to the disposal site. He does not want to simply toss the bags down the garbage chute. He wants to distance himself from this situation. So, he exits the lobby and goes around the side to the alley. There, he finds the large disposal bin. Ken wants to get rid of this stuff, and he wants to make sure the stuff is gone for good. Ken lifts the disposal lid and proceeds to place the 2 garbage bags into the bin. He does this very carefully. There, it is done. The farming days are over, never to come back. Those seeds should have been thrown out a long time ago. What was Ken thinking? There was a point when he wanted to quit his job and become a mango farmer. Good for him to get rid of this silliness. This Monday is proving to be Ken's greatest day. He has officially conquered the magic seeds. Back in his apartment again, he needs to wash his hands. Very quickly now, Ken washes his hands in the kitchen sink. He does not know how to feel at this exact moment. He should feel great, but he doesn't. Maybe his emotions have not caught up with his actions yet. Yeah, that is exactly what is happening. He will feel great soon enough. Ken has a date tonight, and he is so happy to see Sarah. Sarah is the only person that he wants to see. Their date will feel different now. Now, Ken does not have a huge secret to keep. He is not sure what he wants to do tonight. Whatever happens will be great because he will be with Sarah. Sarah. Yeah, that's right. He wants to send a text message to Sarah. His message says, "What do you feel like doing tonight? I kind of want to go out for dinner." Sarah responds very quickly. Her message says, "Yeah, we could do that. Do you want me to make plans for us?" Ken says yes to that message, and now the date is being planned. Sarah has excellent taste in restaurants. Ken is remembering that fancy restaurant that they visited a few days ago. Maybe a bit too exclusive for the short notice? Ken wonders what restaurant Sarah will choose. He kind of feels like pasta tonight. Ken is remembering his chat with Peter. He remembers how nice Peter's apartment was, and how great Peter's coffee was. He desires an extremely high level of self-awareness. He wants to have nice things in his life. He wants to be successful. This project that he is working on could be the greatest thing ever. Yes, this project can make Ken's career. See? Ken does not need to think about the seeds that he just threw out, or the strange future of farming. Maybe Ken's success could allow him to buy a farm, eventually. Sarah is calling Ken right now. She wants to tell him to get ready for a fantastic meal and that she looks forward to their date. Ken has been thinking about his life and he feels the best that he has ever felt. So he tells Sarah that this date will be better than any date ever in the history of time. Sarah tells him where and when to meet. Then they hang up the phone. Ken needs to change his clothes. He wants to shower first. He checks his clock to see if he has time for a shower. Well, not really enough time for that. So, just a change of clothes then? He looks into his closet and sees the perfect pair of slacks for tonight. Without showering, Ken changes his underwear. He then puts those slacks on. He goes into the bathroom to brush his teeth and to brush his hair. Once he is done in the bathroom, Ken looks in the closet for the perfect shirt. There, the red one will do quite nicely for tonight. Selecting that red shirt for tonight was easy. Ken likes red. He puts his shirt on, then walks through his apartment so he can get his shoes. His shoes are by the entrance. Ken is outside of his building. He has a time and place to meet with his girlfriend. He wants a cab. He calls for a cab. Almost instantly, a cab appears. He hops in and tells the driver where to go. This driver is not chatty at all. He wants to focus on the road. Ken doesn't mind a quiet driver. He almost prefers it. One more left-hand turn, and they have arrived. The cab fare was $9. Ken hands the driver 2 fives and tells him to keep the change. Sarah is not at the restaurant. She has not arrived yet. Ken looks at the time on his phone. Yes, he is early by about 5 minutes. Sarah will be here soon. So while he is waiting, Ken decides to stare as far down the street as he could. He wants to have that long-distance look to him when Sarah arrives. He wants to look heroic. That concludes this chapter. I hope you enjoyed listening. Again, if you want to read along with me, then you should pick up a copy of my ebook from Kindle. Goodbye until the next chapter.